When it comes to Pokemon battling, I would say I'm definitely a casual player. And I'm talking real casual, like cut the crust off of your PB&J casual. So it was quite a shock to me when Pokemon Champions was announced how badly I wanted to play it. For me, the competitive Pokemon scene was like One Piece in my childhood. It was always around, but I felt like it was too big and complicated for me to get into. I'd look from afar and be like, oh yeah, that looks fun and somewhat toxic, but you know. Well, I got into One Piece and I am now fully caught up on it. So Diva, anything is possible. Why can't Dominic become a competitive Pokemon player? So I downloaded Pokemon Champions and I'm ready to put in the work. I want to learn the ins and outs of battling, held items, abilities, move coverage, IVs, EVs, all of these ingredients being put together finally to make this beautiful and luscious cake that is Pokemon Champions. What do you mean people are saying it's trash? Ilka? Oh no. Okay, listen, I know that the game is giving unpolished and unfinished, and it's missing a lot. I also know that a game like this that truly includes everything is a huge job to do. I am sure more Pokemon and items and gimmicks will be introduced as time goes on, and bit by bit, what we have now is just an early version that we can only build upon from here. And for someone like myself that doesn't know much about competitive, starting smaller like this with limited things kind of eases me into it in a way I don't think I would have had otherwise. It can seem a bit overwhelming with over 1,000 Pokemon all with different abilities and forms and finding out which moves to give them and where to distribute stats. Yeah, girl, I'll take some slight limiting for now, thank you. But that does not mean that I don't acknowledge that this game definitely has a ways to go. I mean, the game sometimes is choppier than Lake Casseroya and doesn't have a proper 6v6 battle format yet. There's a lot to add and some game stuff itself that seems to need work on, but what Champions has done so far is make me excited about learning competitive Pokemon. I've been team building and rearranging over and over and over again, hoping things work, and hey, sometimes they do, and sometimes they Jane don't, and that's fine. We're learning, okay? Baby steps. My most recent development was trying to build a rain team, focusing on Politoed setting up the drizzle while boosting my other water types, or maybe even using Mega Meganium's new ability, since the queen, even in the rain, has the sun on her skin at all times. But when I first tried it, I was opposing a sun team that had their Torkoal's Drought go second, and it then got rid of my rain, and yeah, you can figure out the rest. I just wanted to make things humid in here, and now we got the sun drying everything out. I have since adjusted my teams and have been working with a sun team and a rain team that looks like this. I've also included some of my own shiny Pokemon from Pokemon Violet, and I've been having a lot of fun using Torkoal specifically. Like, I've always loved Torkoal, but I just didn't know how great it really was and the true power that that shell holds. It's kind of crazy when I battle somebody, see them do something, and then try to reiterate it myself. Do I still lose a lot? Yes, yeah. But I'm still having fun learning, and it feels so good when my strats pay off and I get the big win. So far, I've made it to Great Ball rank for both singles and doubles, and I think that I prefer the double battles a lot more than the singles, which sometimes can just feel like a revolving door of Pokemon. Other aspects of the game I have been loving is the ability to change the stats, moves, and abilities of Pokemon very easily in the training section. I love how simple it is to change things around and try new things if you have the victory points for it. And they sure give you a ton of coupons for when you first start out to be doing these things, which I greatly appreciate. In what I lovingly refer to as Pokemon Ranch, where you can recruit new members for your teams without having to transfer Pokemon into the game, is a fun gacha style type of system where you don't know what's gonna pop up, and it's really fun. Although I'm not sure why there's a 22-hour timer. I can't say I've ever seen that before. That's definitely a new one. Also, you can find shinies in here, and I can't wait to see what the odds of that are. I haven't found one yet, but I hope to one day, and probably when I least expect it. It'll probably be like a shiny cast form or something. And that's no shade to cast form, but it's just like, girl, I'm already struggle busting enough. I am worried that I'm gonna reach a point in the ranked battles where everything becomes a little too real and I'm a whole fish out of water. Like, where is the threshold between learning VGC and oh my god, this is actual VGC? At what point am I myself actually playing against a competitive champ who can predict what move I'm gonna throw and hope to Arceus it works 8 turns from now, while I debate if setup moves are even worth it or if I should just attack? Like, how do y'all just know? There was a battle that I was in recently where I had swapped out to my Charizard that I had not yet shown my opponent that I had thinking that an earthquake was coming, and then that turn specifically, they had used Rock Slide instead, even though Earthquake would have been substantially better. Are y'all Psyche K? Are y'all just bending spoons in your spare time for fun? Like, where are y'all getting these psychic abilities? I'm sure that the real hardcore players watching this are like, it's just a skill issue, just get good. I know, I'm trying. Because the way I keep getting outmaneuvered while I'm over here sweating is diabolical. I will even sit down and have someone explain to me word for word, rule for rule, how to build Pokemon and how to build teams, and then when I try to do it, it is completely different. How do I even explain the feeling? It's like if somebody wanted me to drive somewhere that I've never been before, so they very briefly show me the roadmap of where to go, and then they pull it away in the next second and they're like, okay, just go there. What if I need the map sometimes? But you know what's crazy is that I know that this is all a part of the learning experience. And like I mentioned earlier, Champions, with the way it's set up and with the way you build your teams, it's never been easier for someone like me to learn competitive Pokemon and experiment with all these things. So in that strange Stockholm Syndrome type of way, I say thank you to all the actual VGC players I get paired up with for showing me what it's actually like. So is this entire video just me talking about baby's first competitive Pokemon game experience? Yes. Do I get why some might be frustrated with this game and currently how it's functioning? Of course. But real talk, I have been having so much fun with this game so far, and I can't wait to see how it evolves and changes over time. The fact that they're already patching things up and have some work being done on the game right now as we speak, I think is a really good sign of things to come. I'd love to do some battles here on the channel for a video and possibly a live stream. I have been putting myself through what I'm calling live stream boot camp, watching every tutorial that I can, getting advice from people who know some stuff about it because I sure don't, and how exactly to even do it because I am a total noob. I literally just figured out what OBS is, and y'all be kind to me, okay? I'm just a Pokemon gay. So let me know if that's something that y'all would be interested in seeing, both the live streams and the Pokemon Champions content. Let me know y'all's thoughts on Pokemon Champions so far with the game's recent release down in the comment section below. What have you liked about it? What do you hope they add or improve to the game if you're one of those who feels like it's not that satisfying right now? Let me know. Let's just have a chat about it because I so far have been liking it, but I definitely get why some people are not really vibing with it right now as well. I got just as nervous as everybody else when I saw that Ilka was involved, trust and believe. I have a lot of mental scars and chest pain from those times, so I very much remember you, Ilka. I remember your work. Here's hoping that Champions is better. Oh, and if there's one thing that I've learned from playing Pokemon Champions so far, it's that I need to have an Incineroar on my team. It almost seems like a prerequisite at this point. Now I understand why this is like Wolfie's iconic Pokemon. I get it. I get it now. Thanks for watching, everybody.